me tell you about God. If God didn't want me to be no pig slut, then he wouldn't make me come every time I get paid. We're fucking live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 47 of Guitar Practice. We hope you all have been guitar practicing. I know we have sometimes, occasionally, you never know. First and foremost, announcements and local shows. It's the end of the month, which means I don't really have a whole lot of things to say. But I do have one thing to say. January 29th at 89th Street, Oklahoma City, Hockey Smile, Eyeless, Arsonist, which, by the way, we know the guitars from those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we know that guy. He's got a corn
What'd you
guitar.
do the Silence of the Lambs voice?
He's got a corn guitar.
We know the guitars.
Let me be a showman, okay? Cunt Puncher, confirmed Cunt Puncher, and Suffer the Deity. That's at 89th Street. It's put on by Sharkbite Media. Hell yeah.
I love Cunt Puncher.
If you got a show, if you got a band that's about to play a show in February,
if you got a show that's about to play a band,
send us a flyer so that we can put you out and we can get some more people over there. That's the fucking whole point, right? Mosh pits are a lot more fun when you're not the only one swinging your arms around. Mm-hmm. I think that's about it for announcements. If you want to be on, hit us up.
Yep.
That's it. That's all I got for announcements. Episode, what did I say, 47? Probably.
46, I think.
Is it 46 or 47?
I think it's 46. I think, yeah, we're at 46.
Episode 46, ladies and gentlemen.
Probably.
If I said 47, disregard. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Welcome to the show. Boys, here we are.
Oh, shit.
In the Tomato Studio again for another week of fun.
We got the Nate Dog back in the stewed with us.
Nate's not sick this time, hell yeah.
I got deported, man. It was crazy.
That's what happened.
By who? The Scottish police?
Nah, man, fucking, yeah. I was hanging in my barrio, dude. And it was crazy, man. These guys in trucks pulled up. They kicked me the fuck out. Yeah, it was bad. So I hopped in the back of a Dodge pickup, rode through Texas, and now I'm back. You know what I mean? Can't keep a brother out.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shout
That's
out.
impressive.
Shout out.
Fucking A. Well, let's get into it. First and foremost, what have we been working on?
What have we been working
What have you been working on your guitar by yourself in your room, alone, with no family and no people that love you? So you decide to pick up a sync string and
A what?
A sync
string.
string.
A sync string, a six string, and learn to play some music to keep yourself company. What have we been working on this week?
Damn.
I'm back at it with my usual shenanigans of lots and lots and lots of mic research and board research and stuff like that.
Technical stuff.
Yeah. We're going through a very technical era right now, so my mind has been highly focused on that. I have been working on the basics of guitar, but haven't made a ton of progress. I probably played over the last week. I probably played about an hour and a half, 2 hours, though. This is
Not
decent.
terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Just run
2
through the
hours in a
normal
week?
things. Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's not pro numbers, but it's nothing to...
I've spent a lot of time.
I don't know what happened. My bad, y'all.
Whoa.
What the fuck was that, dude?
I don't know what happened.
I'm leaving that in there.
You should.
Well, Nate's bass rig decided to act up, so that's sick.
I don't know what
Yeah.
to do, man.
Well, you did the right thing. You cut it off immediately. That's the right move.
Flip
All
it
right,
on,
he's
see what
turning it
happens.
back on. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. If you're in a car, watch out.
Yeah, afraid of your God.
Play it a little bit. Let's see if it does
Okay,
anything.
it's not the bass.
Oh, good God.
Unmute the tuner and see what
Oh,
happens.
dude, what the
Oh,
fuck?
the cable came out. That's it.
Kicked out the cable. My bad, y'all.
No big deal, ladies and gentlemen.
That is kind of funny.
Wow, that was so loud.
I was
it
like,
maxed
Jesus
out the
Christ,
mix.
dude.
That was loud as shit.
Maxed the mix out.
That's a little present to our listeners from Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
Welcome back,
I'm
Nate.
back.
Hell yeah.
Way to make an entrance.
How many speakers do you think we've put in danger with this show?
We put my ears in danger a
Far,
few
far
times.
too many.
I'm talking about like speakers and other people's stuff, not ours.
No, we put far too many in danger for sure.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah,
Are
we're
you gonna
kinda
play
loud.
something, Brian?
Right.
Yeah.
Shake it, bro.
Dude, shake it for me, baby.
Yeah.
Shake it.
I can't seem to get down the Slayer riff. And I probably put 30 minutes of
Spill the blood.
straight. Yeah.
Go real slow.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
I'll
hear
try
it
and
real
slow
slow.
down.
Let's hear it real slow time.
Okay. That is something that I did put a little bit of time into. And man, I don't know what trips me up about it, but something gets
Everybody
me.
sleeps on the metronome training, but it really does work.
Yeah.
Slow it down. It sucks, but it does work.
Fuck.
Your finger position's good.
Shit. It is.
Yeah.
It sounds like a train wreck.
I would highly recommend instead of, because I know you started with arpeggios, so that's your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Those bana bana, I would not push both at the same time, because you want those notes to be singular. You want them to cut through really well.
Okay.
So I'd highly recommend, instead of doing 2 fingers on each string, you can use the same fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Just lift off and put on instead, so that it doesn't accidentally make a chord.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other than that, your finger position, your hand position looks good, man.
I'm trying. Yeah. I keep missing it with the pick.
Slow it.
Yeah.
Slow it way down until it like annoyingly slow.
We can play. If we could just go back to the OG. One day I want to return to this song very badly.
Swear to God.
Yeah, it's Civil War.
That was a rare absolute miss on that one.
Yeah, did you miss a little
That was
bit?
a
It's all
rare
good.
miss on that one. I don't miss that one very often.
We're not
anymore.
quite warmed up, but that's all right.
I don't know. I've just been working on a lot of bad habits, probably.
That's fine. You'll learn to get rid of them in time, dude. That's what we're all doing, really.
Yeah.
What about you, Nate? You've been working on?
Shit, man. Really? Just a little bit of napalm, man. It's been a very different, 2 weeks for me? Because I've been really trying to learn a little bit more about songwriting structure. That's been like a big focus of mine.
Like theory-wise?
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Not necessarily, not in a music theory sense, just kind of like how, I guess, like a producer would structure it. Kind of just diving a little deeper into how to do DIY music. You know what I mean?
Okay. Did you
And,
learn anything of note? Any big things that stick out?
Man, really, it's funny because we have so many mics in here, but all the stuff I looked at was like, you don't need that many mics.
I mean,
And
the
I
only
was
reason we
like-
got
I was-
so many is because we got so many inputs. You know,
Yeah,
it's
I
different.
was like, well, I disagree, but I like our mics.
This isn't like a. This is not how it would go about recording like an album.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
You could do, depending. So it really depends on the room.
Yeah.
If the room is set up really well, you could do live takes, but you've got to figure out a way to isolate the drum set away from a lot of things and maybe do
Yeah, away
like
from
isolated
everything.
cabinets, this and that, you know?
Yeah. Well,
You got to find a way to where the microphone is only picking up the instrument that it is
what I've
supposed to be recording, you know?
yeah, what I've heard of a lot of bands doing on the drum side of it is they'll take their drummer and have them put their drum part into a drum machine because it saves a lot of money on the recording side of an album because the drums are the most like time consuming and shit.
Yeah, so like pre-record it and then just have it on a track or whatever to
No,
play.
he's talking about putting it directly through a
Yeah,
drum
they put
machine.
it into a machine.
Yeah. So pretty
And then-
much coding out the drums.
Yeah, you tab out your drums
Yeah.
for a machine and they play it like I think that was more of a thing in the 90s
It's
because they didn't really have like I don't know if they had a lot of E-kits back then or not, but
yeah, not really.
I feel like they maybe
They
weren't
did,
as
but they didn't
prominent.
sound really great.
Probably,
You know,
yeah, I
now,
can get that.
now you can have plugins for literally everything. I mean, I've been to concerts where a lot of times the bass and the snare drum are triggered, which is it's like a little, I guess, kind of like a pickup on the bass, the kick drum or the bass drum and the snare.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard to capture a really good tight sounding bass or a really snappy snare.
Yeah.
Live just with a microphone with just how much noise bleed kind of flies around the stage and this and that, you know. There's ways to do it. But it is very hard and it is time consuming, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can record a drum set. You can.
Yeah.
To really get the feel of a real live if you're going for that, you can do that. Or if you want that ultra tight, you know, machine sound, you can do it that way too.
Yeah.
Either way, you know, context is king, obviously. But
If you
both
have
ways
a,
work, and both ways people use them a lot. So
yeah, and if you have a good enough producer, they can make it happen no matter what.
yeah,
They
that's
can
true.
mix it in properly, but yeah. But I feel like I do have a little bit of an advantage in that aspect because I am a bass player, so I can kind of set the tone for the song kind of in the rhythm and somewhat in the guitar structure. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like ideally, I try not to infringe in the guitar aspect of it too much because I want to be able to like bring in guitarists and stuff and be like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
can you play something for me with this?" You know, ideally.
Well, if you boil a song down, if you really boil it down, every song follows what's called a chord set, right?
Yeah.
So every song in general, even the most complicated metal songs, they all follow a chord set, and that chord is going to pretty much sound out like the root of that passage of music,
Yeah.
right? And it can change a lot. It can be very strange chords. It could be this and that, you know. It's endless. The possibilities are endless. But if you really boil a song down, a lot of it is you can capture it with either the root note of that passage or, you know, the root chord of that passage, right? simplicity is great, but it doesn't make for super interesting pieces of music if you just play like the root note the whole time.
Yeah.
It'll sound very bland.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, and most times, to be frank, especially in metal, they're running scales off of that root to, really bring it out and really make it unique and really flavor it.
Yeah.
Right? Now, a lot of bassists, and let's just say church band, right?
You'll have to forgive my ignorance of church band.
Let me get your car. So church band music is pretty much root notes the entire time, or root chords or bass chords, whatever you want to call it. I'm not technically educated in this, so I couldn't tell you. But let's just pick a chord set. Let's just pick a chord progression real quick. We'll start with the root note. This is going to be a G, a C, a D, a C, and a G.
Okay.
It's actually going to be all flat because this guitar is in E flat, but right. So those are your root notes: G, C, D, C. And we can call that a chord progression. You can play. This is when things are kind of start becoming up to the writer. Right? You can play all major chords, right? Right? So that would be like the bare ass naked backbone of whatever song.
Every song.
Whatever song you want.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can change those chords and make it sound different, but bare bones, that's like the basis of a song. And what's really funny with a lot of metal songs is the root note is your open sixth string, or would be your open E string.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like the entirety of the song.
And then sometimes it changes, But
Yeah.
that's E.
It's mostly them zeros, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of zeros and a lot of things worked off of that zero.
Yeah.
As a musician, as a songwriter, you could take that root and there's 100 fucking scales all off of that root, and they all sound different, and they all connotate a different feeling. And that's when songwriting begins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody can make a decent chord set, right? Anybody can make a decent root set,
Yeah.
It's everything after that really makes a piece of music its own, makes it unique.
Right.
You know
You're
what I mean?
filling in all the gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can play bass just root notes. You can play guitar just the
Yeah.
backbone chords. But there's so many more options after that, and that's what really makes a good songwriter, a great songwriter. Not to mention there's other things like lyrics, the drum beat, the melody of the entire song on top of those bass chords.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
That's something I do try to be attentive of when I do write shit, is that I leave everything really, really flexible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And try to think of the different ways it could go. Because it is, or I imagine it's harder to write a song if you have this stranglehold of an idea of what it should be. You know what I mean? It has to be this, it has to be this. So you just keep choking the dog shit out of that idea, even though either you don't have the skill, the ability, or you're just not feeling it. Because I've done that where I'm just it has to be like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if you have a stranglehold on an idea, why isn't the song done? You know what I mean?
That's true.
If you got the best idea ever, why isn't the song done? Why are you fucking asking other people to help you write shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's why don't you?
That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
If I have a baby and I'm asking 5 people to raise it, in the exact way that I raise children.
Yeah.
What are you even saying?
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, what are you even saying?
And
Let
part of it is just like assuming like you got like the perfect idea and that you're like the best at this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I'm like, nah,
probably
like-
not. Yeah.
I'm like, no, if I write a bass line and somebody comes up with a way better guitar riff, I'm gonna be like, well, fuck this bass line. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, not even fuck the bass line. I mean, alternate it. I mean, there's so many different things you can do.
yeah,
You know what I'm
but I
saying?
would rather change probably everything around the idea of a song to fit a cool part or to like adapt a new part than to like force my original idea, which is inferior, just because it's like, because I think this is the best way. You know what I mean? Like, I see that a lot in when I look into why bands break up. It's because normally one person's just like, it has to be like this. You know what I mean? We have to do it this way.
Yeah, I mean, got to be humble with it if you're working as a team. You know.
I think in any art form, that's like a bad way to go about it.
Well, I mean, the other option is just be a solo artist and learn all the instruments and sing.
Yeah, for real.
You know,
Yeah.
if you feel like hot shit and you're coming out with these hot shit ideas, why don't you just be hot shit by yourself?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I
But
agree.
at the same time, it's like other people are also good at music, not just you.
Other
So-
people have your ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like fucking let them ride a little bit. Let
Yeah.
it groove. Don't
Yeah.
shut their ideas down
That's
just
part of
because
being
it
a
doesn't
band, yeah.
sound like the original thing you wrote.
Yeah.
You know?
In some instances, I mean, I think it maybe like it works for a little while, and maybe like you do come up with something really cool,
Yeah.
and then from then on out, you just kind of get in this like fucking like, you know, well, I did this, so everything else has to be. I need to oversee it because I did this thing really good one time. you know?
That tunnel vision is dangerous.
I know and you don't even notice when you're in it sometimes. 'Cause
Tunnel vision is-
I've been like that sometimes with certain things. You know?
Tunnel vision is really good for an idea that's already been done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like tunnel vision is good for the military. Tunnel vision is good for the Justice Department.
Yeah.
Tunnel vision is good for bricklaying. This is how we've been doing this shit. It works really good
Yeah.
because of this, and this reasons. But if you're trying to bear something brand new, there's no real room for tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I'm not saying there's no room for criticism, but there's not really a whole lot of room for, unless you've already wrote the entire song and you're like, hey, can you guys play this and track this real quick? And I just want to see how it sounds and go from there. It doesn't really seem like tunnel vision is going to help anybody except your own ego, and nobody gets paid for their ego. So probably fucking don't. You know what I
For
mean?
real.
Yeah.
Preach, brother.
Anyway, you been working on napalm?
Yeah. Play a little napalm.
Let's
Play some
hear
shit.
it.
Play some shit. You
See-
been working on anything else? Just napalm?
Not really, dude. Not really.
Just hitting that grind, dude.
Oh yeah, I muted the amp. Take two.
You good?
I can't do the main part, but
Hell yeah.
came out too fast. Hold
So-
on, let me run that back one more time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't playing it with the chorus pedal last time, so
It's changing.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does make the quick notes sound a little bum.
Here's a recommendation. So you're getting into a habit of bending notes. it's not helping.
Yeah.
Because when you bend a note, it sharpens the note a lot. Like I could sit here, let's just say this is an A.
Yeah.
As soon as I do this, it's not an A anymore.
I got
It's
you.
an A sharp, possibly B. Is there a sharp in between A and B? Or is it just A, B? No, B and C is the one without the sharp in it.
Yeah, there's a sharp there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just
Yeah, I mean, it's
if you're
just
tracking,
fucking-
it's fun. It's really cool to fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's like I learned.
If you want to get more action out of a note,
Yeah.
you can bend it. Right? So this is an A. This is not an A. But if you give it a little vibrato,
Okay. I
It's
got you.
still
That's
an
why
A.
I get better at.
yeah, it's still an A. And all you got to do is twist your hand to the left and right.
So you pivot on your
I
on
pivot.
the knuckle, basically.
Yeah, so I pivot on pretty much
Index knuckle.
the cup of my hand or the top of my first finger,
Yeah.
right? When I'm doing the lower notes, like the low E. When I up on the higher notes, I actually just push into it, turning my left hand counterclockwise.
I don't know. Up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So use that. It's great to add more action to notes. It's not great if they don't match what's going on. Because if we're all going, right, if you're down here, it don't sound the same.
I got you.
But it sounds cool if you do,
yeah.
because you're returning back to that note that is in effect at that time. You know what I'm saying? So instead of just bending the shit out of it and keeping it up sharp, give it a little vibrato. You know what I mean? That'll add some sauce to
It's a good tip.
any riff. But if you just bend the shit out of it, you're on your own program over there. It doesn't work. You know what I mean?
right.
So, yeah.
got
Other than that, it looked good, dude.
Yeah.
That looked good.
Yeah. I just got to get in the lab a little more with the bass.
Yeah.
You know, I've been getting a little too far off track probably with that shit.
With the bending or just with anything?
Just with doing other shit. Trying to get other shit. 'Cause I do have some plans later on this year, but
Hell yeah.
trying to set up all that shit, I don't want to let it get in the way of anything. You know what I mean? I don't want to.
It's hard to disperse your time.
Yeah. Especially artistically, because it kind of all comes from the same battery, I guess you would say.
Yeah. Well, I'm quite the opposite. I hate research. I hate doing research. I hate reading gear reviews. I hate doing all of that shit. Like, I just want to turn it on and, like, just start playing. The problem is that the research that I should be doing suffers. Where on the flip side, if you're doing too much research and not enough practice, what are you doing, a guitar researcher? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or are you a guitar player? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody's guilty of that because, Jesus, man, I got like 3 topics about new gear today
Yeah, there's a lot out there
that are
to do
super
research on.
sick. There's a lot of distractions out there, you know?
Yeah.
I promise if your amp makes noise and your guitar stays in tune for at least 20 minutes, you can do some practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, it's such a massive undertaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's so much to learn that a lot of times that laptop and those YouTubes call to you. And a lot of times they have really good shit to learn.
Yeah. I agree.
You just got to learn to split your time effectively, really.
Yeah. That's probably where I fucked up because, I mean, it's just difficult because it's like, especially when you dedicate yourself to something where you're like, oh, I'm going to learn a song for this. You know what I mean? And I'm going to learn a song for this and this and this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you got all these songs, and then if you try to carve out any time for like trying to write some shit, then all of a sudden it eats in to the rest of it. So I kind of understand why it took Tool 10 years to put out an album. You know what I mean? To some extent.
I get it.
I mean, not
They're
10
doing some
years, you know
shit,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? But I get why the fuck it takes the amount of time it does for guitar musicians
Yeah.
to put out music.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hardcore.
Well, there's so much to distract you, but realistically, at the end of the day, pedals don't write songs.
Yeah.
Like amps don't write songs. Amps don't write lyrics. Amps don't write like. It doesn't matter what kind of speakers you got in that shit, dude. Because I've seen 100 bands with all different gear, and if there was one piece of gear that wrote songs, everybody would have it. And guess what?
No,
Everybody has different shit.
Everybody's got their own shit.
You know what I mean? Everybody's just learning to leverage what they have. You know what I mean? But what they really have is shit that they wrote.
Yeah.
That's the shit that sticks around. Because it doesn't matter. I got 3 pedals on the board right now. One's a tuner. Tell me this doesn't sound good. In all 3 of them.
Sounds terrible.
All 3 of them sounded bad. Now, all I'm saying is
Yeah.
the key factor there was the songwriting.
Yeah. That's the,
Yeah.
yeah.
The key factor. The pedals and everything really bring out the feeling, though. I'm not discounting pedals. I'm not discounting gear. I love my V30s. I love all my pedals. I love my amp.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
It's just like most. And here's the thing. This is how I know if a metal song is really, really written well. If you can play it if you can play it on an acoustic guitar and it sounds sick, it's only gonna get sicker with distortion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's not true for every song.
Yeah, that's I was about
But
to say.
in general,
If a riff sounds good clean, it's going to sound even
Generally,
better.
it's
with
gonna
this
sound
Generally
fucking
speaking.
nasty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So,
Now,
yeah.
something like the slam metal that it's not quite great, but you know, so there are some things where your effects do hold you back, but there's not a pedal that's holding you back from writing
Yeah.
a busting ass song, dude.
And on the flip side of that, man, with how much money I see some of y'all spending on guitars, I'm calling out the audience right here. Some of the money I see y'all spending on guitars and amps, if you want to write this kind of music that damn bad, you need to buy that fucking $50 pedal and eat it, or a $90 pedal. Go buy the bitch, bro.
You can write it, if
Bro,
you
because I
want.
see some of y'all with like these fucking $500 guitars, walking around with a guitar as much as a used car, but you won't go buy that pedal because you're like, you know what I mean? People get
Dude,
weird about gear.
Just
They're
buy
so-
the pedal.
they're
No, I
stomp-
got the same
they're
thing. If
stomp
I'm
and
going to
go.
spend money, I'd rather buy another guitar than another pedal. But
I'm the opposite, man. I'm like,
oh, dude, I want guitars. I want guitars. I want a lot of them.
I've been
agree.
fighting it. I'm like, dude, I could get a better amp. I do pedals. I do this. You know what I mean? And I'm like, but the $300 or $400 it would cost for me to get a new bass, I'm like, ugh.
No, I'm thinking a 7-string solid bridge. I'm thinking a 7-string Floyd Rose. I'm thinking a 6-string in C standard. I'm thinking a 6-string in drop B. I'm thinking A standard. Like, I want more guitars.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll run this metal zone. I like this thing. It sounds fine.
Either way, but if you feel like in your soul, if you're really sitting there and you're being disparaged by your lack of gear, prioritize getting the fucking gear. If you're sitting there being like, I'm not practicing because my guitar shit, then prioritize getting a new one, bro. Then like do what is gonna put
I
you.
think it's a lie though, because I feel like if they did buy the nice guitar, then they would be back at square one.
Yeah,
You don't want to feed into the corporate greed, okay?
I mean you're right.
You
You're
want
right.
to
My
sit
bad.
down and play the
My
guitar.
bad. You need to play the guitar. Right?
Like, if it sounds good on acoustic, it's going to sound great on electric. By the way, if you can play like death on an acoustic, you're going to be totally fine when you get an electric guitar.
Yeah.
Your life will only get easier.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's true. I guess I'm not speaking. I'm speaking less towards the beginner, more towards like if you were putting in work on that shitty guitar, and then let's say like the shitty guitar is starting to bug you, you're getting mad because you don't sound like it. Like, bro, just
Just buy it.
make the move. Go to the pawn shop.
Buy it. Buy that shit.
Get something decent that works, bro. Come on.
I agree. Buy more shit.
Do what you gotta do to get yourself in the position to play. And sometimes, you spend a little money, get a little guilt going. That bitch will call you. You'd be like, damn.
I recommend the Spark Mini by Positive Grid. Shout out Positive Grid. Let's talk about some sponsorships. Shout out Positive Grid. And you don't have to buy everything. You can just plug one guitar cable into it. And it's really nice. You can try out a bunch of shit. And then you don't really have an excuse. So when you write a bad song,
that's true.
Ain't no pedal fixing that shit, boy. Dude.
That's true.
You gotta write a good song, dude.
He's speaking facts, ladies and gentlemen.
Right,
also has a built-in flashlight.
Yeah, shout out Positive Grid.
Shout out
Built-in
Positive Grid.
flashlight.
Before we get into what you're working on, I gotta piss.
Oh, thank God, me too. Want to talk about number one? What's up, everybody? Welcome
right.
back.
Dude,
We
Toby
peed.
Keith, man. Hell yeah.
Welcome back.
Rest in peace, dude.
Want to thank, what I like, what I know, what I want, what I see.
How do we have a Darth Burks Boulevard but no Toby Keith Boulevard? I feel like that should be...
Dude, every road is Toby Keith's, as far as I'm
He
concerned.
owns the entirety
We
of
should have a Toby
OKC.
Keith Highway.
He doesn't own shit now.
Yeah.
His estate owns the entirety.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Big homie.
Rip, dog.
Man, yes, sir.
No, that really affected me. That was one of the musicians that died that actually affected me. I was very sad.
That kind of hurt a little.
Yeah.
God.
Not gonna lie.
I was filling up my morning oil and I was kind of tearing up.
Everybody was real sad. Did you see the video of the kid crying, singing "Should Have Been a Cowboy"?
Yeah. Oh, man.
No.
This poor kid.
I remember.
He was like 7 years old. He was crying.
God,
He just
dude.
heard that Toby Keith died. He was like, "Should have been a cowboy."
Damn, dude.
He was in his feels.
I don't think I've ever had an artist I truly love die.
Not Toby Keith?
Toby Keith, it was too late.
Toby Keith was my childhood.
I
so-
never had an obsession
Tom
with
Petty
Toby
got
Keith.
me pretty good.
Tom Petty hurt, yeah.
That one hurt. I think the world.
Tom
felt
Petty
that
was a
one.
heartbreaker.
He broke my heart.
Yeah, Tom Petty. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't in love with him. And all the people that did die were already dead by the time I got into them.
So if Toby Keith was your childhood, Tom Petty was definitely my literally entire childhood. I remember sitting watching on the TV, had a music video DVD of his.
Oh, I'm in drop D. I forgot.
That sounded like shit.
Playing grunge Tom Petty, dude.
And that's in drop D. Had to go up to that 5.
I like it.
Had to go up to that 5, boy.
Well,
Hell yeah.
heavy. What have you been working on?
I've been working on something a little different.
Okay.
I've been working on 2 things. One, I don't know if I talked about this last episode, but I'm a huge Stevie Ray Vaughan fan.
I love Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I'm fucking a huge fan of his. Never tried to play anything of his because I knew he was elite.
It's intimidating.
So I started working on that because I really want to do a deep dive on him, his personality, all his shows. I mean, we're talking.
He's interesting, dude.
He's done some groundwork. I've heard that he would drink whiskey and get meaner than a rattlesnake.
But he also found Jesus.
Did he?
I think he did. I know he got clean towards the end of his life. I
Well-
think he died in some tragic way.
I got a lot of research to do. I've mostly been working on the riffs. It took me a week just to get to where I'm at now, and it's not impressive, so I'm not going to play it. But a couple days ago, I decided to pick up, I guess, kind of a callback to my era. I was born in 93. So the big ones to me, you know, when I was in high school and middle school was Korn, you know, Disturbed, Mudvayne, and also a band that I really never got into, but I always respected, and I always liked the songs that I did hear from them, Killswitch Engage. And I started learning my curse,
Yeah, you did.
and it's
It is your curse.
It's fucking tough. It's fucking tough because,
These guys are pretty impressive.
yeah, they're really impressive. Mm-hmm. But also, the lines that they run are a lot different than something like Death or Carcass or Metallica. They really kind of, I don't know a whole lot of history in my era, I guess. I haven't really researched it. But they really seem to usher in kind of this new style that combined really complex arpeggiated chords with what would be considered today to be a little more like deathcore, like a little more core riffs.
Yeah. Kind of like what modern metal kind of is right now.
Yeah, they really kind of started. I mean, Korn came with the 7 strings and the you know.
Yeah, but Korn was always like really hard new metal.
Yeah, you know.
I would say they always had that hip hop kind of element.
But they kind
to
of
them.
came in with like a bit more energetic, definitely more speed, way more arpeggiated stuff.
I think it just is where they were influenced from also.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's like the evolution of thrash, if you really think about it. It's kind of what thrash has become because all these bands, like, that's kind of what they're basing their shit off of, but they're also putting in those more, like, complex riffs from, like, Death, I would say. Not
Yeah.
the band, but the genre, like, more like death metal type
The
shit.
fretboard right off the bat, this is the first Killswitch song I've ever attempted to learn. Right off the bat, the fretboard is split down the middle a lot. Like there's a clear definition between, let's just say, like the riffing versus more of the right.
Yeah, stark difference.
And the crazy part is where Death would climb through the strings like the. Like they didn't leave an opening in between, right? Whoop. Like there's no split there. It goes from the A string all the way to the B and all the way back down, right? Whereas the heavier parts in this specific song, I can't speak to any of their other songs. I haven't tried to learn any of them. But in this specific song, there is a absolute split between the lower 3 strings and the top 3. And I thought that was really interesting. And even my girlfriend was like, that sounds just as heavy, but starkly different from the stuff you normally play. Because I normally play, you know, like fucking Obituary and fucking, you know, Death.
Yeah, it's a big difference
And
in the
fucking
in the
Sodom
genres.
and fucking, you know, Exodus, where most of it is contained to the top 3 strings until the solo happens.
Yeah.
Whereas Killswitch splits the fretboard in half, at least in this song, and really defines that really soft arpeggiated sequences and then drops into really heavy low string riffs.
Let's hear where you've got on.
So here it is. It's going to be a train wreck. It's
Oh, yeah.
complicated, but it's going to be a bomb, ladies and gentlemen. This is my curse, literally. And I've been working on it for 3 days. So
Not
here-
much. You've got an impressive amount.
3
done
days?
with it. Yeah.
And I suck at arpeggios. You know I hate them. You know I hate them.
Yeah.
And you can tell because I can do the riff part. But here it goes.
All right.
City right there.
Man, I don't know about that one, but whatever.
For 3 days.
Yeah, that was impressive.
3 days, not too bad.
It's impressive for 3 days.
I'll get it. I'll get it way better than that next episode.
I mean,
sure.
yeah, it was pretty bad, dude. It was really, really
That's
bad.
fucking terrible. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, kill yourself.
Honestly.
Dude, the slides. Did you see the slides on that last part? That fucking.
Yeah.
I don't think my hands have moved across a fretboard that quick for any reason
It's a lot.
for a while. But you see what I mean? How they split?
Yeah.
Like even when they go into the distortion segments, there's no middle there. It's just high strings or low strings.
Yeah, it's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom,
you know
boom,
what I
boom,
mean.
boom, boom. Yeah.
Even on the weird that fade down that like
Is there a breakdown in that song?
it's I didn't really follow the sequence very well. But it's that this is my curse. That's like probably the heaviest part of the song. And another thing I noticed with this band is it's pretty much the same reason why I've never really learned a Korn song is because the guitar in a lot of the songs is not like the biggest proponent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's not
with
like
Korn,
constantly going
it's
like
bass.
a lot of the times it's just the vocal lines that are purposely raised to the top. You know, like that. This is my curse. And then you got the supporting the. You know what I'm saying? And then during the entire, like that. He's singing like. You know that.
Yeah.
There is love, hope for a new day. You know what I'm saying? Like he's vocal wise, it's a super vocal heavy written song, and so I'm not really used to that. Like Exodus is like the guitar as soon as the song starts all the way to the finish. That dude is ripping. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no. There's none of that.
Well, with like
There's no pauses. You're fucking going full sprint from the beginning to the end of the song, you know?
yeah, with a lot of early metal, I think it was like for a long time like the guitar and the vocals were always kind of like battling
Yeah.
for like who's like the loudest in the song.
I
Like
feel
that's
that.
actually why I liked Metallica's "Injustice for All" is my favorite of their catalog.
Yeah.
I would say because of that, because it's like the vocals are there, but I almost like that they're getting drowned out. I like that in death songs. I like that in a lot of bands that like everything's just kind of blasted, and that's kind of one of the few things I really don't like that the new metal era kind of brought in and normalized is that the vocals are just way fucking above everything.
See, I'm the opposite, man. Because I feel like this. If a song doesn't have good guitar, it's not going to sound that great. Hey, what are you doing, man? Lay down. If the song doesn't have good guitar, it's not going to be that great. But you don't sing guitar. You know what I'm saying?
Elaborate.
So, like, if somebody, let's just say nobody's ever played music ever in their life, right?
Okay.
Let's say one of the most, and this spans every continent.
Okay.
Everybody's stomping their feet and clapping, but also everybody's saying, we will rock it. Everybody's singing the vocals. And they're also clapping their hands on top of their feet, but everybody's singing the vocals. But the crowd doesn't go into that nasty, that bow, down, down, bow, bow, down, down. Like nobody's singing that. That's not what connects an
Speak
audience.
for your fucking self.
All right. Some people sing the guitar part, but at the same time, everybody sings "We Will Rock You." You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think in order to really connect to an audience that, you know, may have never tried to play music at all, or maybe is just like a bystander, they're listening for the lyrics, dude.
Can I give you a devil's advocate?
Going off the rails on a crazy train.
Can I give you a good
Not
devil's advocate?
2245, 2245.
What's your devil's advocate?
Okay, so my devil's advocate for specifically with that area, what am I thinking of? The era. Okay, the era of rock you're talking about is a little bit different. In those bands, and quite a few of them, people consider the lead singer to be the most talented member of the band, right? Freddie Mercury is the most talented member of Queen.
That's 100% true.
Okay. But as you go further along, this is where I think the wires get crossed. This is what I don't like about some modern metal. I'm not calling out Killswitch Engage. I just brought it up because you said it. And personally, it pisses me off because the vocals are so goddamn loud. I can't hear what the fuck's going on with the guitar, so it makes it harder for me to learn the song. Like,
But you're a musician, though.
I am a musician.
I'm talking about the general consumer. All right, so let's talk about a modern band. One of my fucking favorites, Kubla Khan.
Okay.
I don't know the riff to this song, but as soon as he was fucking like, God is king, and dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
I don't know the riff, but I know that Khan is king part.
Gets real fucking
And when
heavy
I fucking
right
hear
there.
that shit, dude, shit's about to go down.
You know it's time to fucking
It's time to
mollywop a
swing your
motherfucker.
fucking arms around, dude. It's time to get violent in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I think
I don't know, man.
because people can't, like, it's not like Phil and Sam on Dimebag where he was like fucking doing all that fucking, and then fucking Phil was like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like normal people can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
people connect to the lyrics.
That's funny because that was actually going to be my example. Is that people hear that. Because I was in the fucking.
I'm not saying it's like a winner take all game, but I am saying that
I'm saying we need to restore the balance, man.
I think you're right, dude.
I think that the mixing, whoever is in charge of the general,
I don't think it's mixing.
the thought process.
I don't think it's a mixing. I think it might be songwriting.
Maybe.
Because I mean, look at Holy Diver, dude. Sick guitar riff. Amazing guitar riff. Everybody knows the guitar riff.
Yeah.
Who's a guitarist? The ban, da, 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 right? But everybody also knows that Holy Diver down too long in the midnight sea. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know both parts, and that is what highlights the song as legendary. Same with Crazy Train. Same with One.
Yeah.
The One from Metallica.
But dude, that's
I can remember everything. You know, like, it's the same.
yeah, but
Both highlights. I think we should restore the balance for sure.
yeah, definitely.
But the problem is like, especially now with all the like these slam metal bands coming out.
I think they
The
actually
new
do a
big
good
thing.
job at it. I think they give the instruments more room to breathe.
I think it gives. Well, the thing is like there's less stuff going on in slam metal. There's that gin. Fuck your mother.
Yeah.
Gin. You know
well,
what I mean?
I think what they get off on is that they want the most like simple kind of riff, and then they want to go off and do the most complex little doodly doo ass shit you've ever seen.
Doodly do ass shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
the doodly doos is what I live for, though.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
doodly do whammy bar ass bullshit.
Hey, shit. Watch out, dude.
No
People die
disrespect,
over
no
that, dude.
disrespect, no disrespect. But y'all, that's their fucking, that's their shit. That's what they get off on. They like that, and then they want, diddly 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 wheelie wheelie wheelie.
Yeah, you gotta go back to that tribal war
Yeah,
beat.
just
though.
to muted zeros.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't even matter what
dude,
the
just
fucking doodly is, but yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's what they live for. That's the slam metal guitarist
It's so cool, though.
mindset. I love it.
It's so sick.
I think it's like,
But you're right. Your slam metal is a balance because you have that like just surging vocals, but you also have just like a wall of fucking pain from the guitars and the bass and the drums too. The ping
oh man,
means it's about to happen,
dude.
Like, boom, brr, bing,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
dude.
Like,
It's like,
damn, I never even thought about that. But slam metal is really balanced
yeah.
between all
It's the
parts.
yin and yang, if you think of it that
My
way.
favorite part is in slam metal when they fucking pause and the bass does the doodly doos. The dee-doo-doo-dee-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. It is really balanced. It's like everybody's kind of taking turns a little bit.
Yeah, it's got this yin and yang kind of thing. I think,
It's like if there was a thought in the middle of the floor and everybody was just taking turns, just beating their pussy in. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And everybody's happy.
yeah.
'Cause
It's
everybody
it's
gets a
good time.
turn, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
It's a good time. Yeah, I think
Good
doom
analogy.
I think doom metal does well with that as well.
Doom metal, it's like everybody's turn, but everybody's going so slow and everybody's
Yeah.
so high that everybody's having a good time anyway.
Yeah, see, you get it. Though.
Yeah, I like the
At
doom
least
metal.
you appreciate
Oh,
it.
dude, I fucking love doom metal.
It's just like
I
you
dig
get
it.
because it's just the slowest, nastiest riff.
Yeah, doom metal is like, do you want some fucking sick ambiance in your coffee shop?
Yeah.
Turn on doom metal.
Do you need to brood over something?
Yeah, do you want to think about
Yeah.
Satan?
Maybe
But not in an aggressive way, just
No.
like a slow.
like a philosophical sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Shout out Electric Wizard.
That's like an ambiance, dude. Shout out sleep, dude.
Sleep, yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
dope
that's true.
smoker.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck.
For real. So,
Hell yeah.
you got any news for us, big dog?
Dude, I got a couple things, man. There's been a couple things happening in the past week.
Oh, yeah. Big news?
Well, let's see. So here in the past year, I took a vacation, right?
Right.
And you guys have seen South Park.
South Park.
Yeah. So you know when the tour bus pulls up with a massive amount of Asians in it, and they all get out and they all take pictures and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a joke until I went to Yellowstone.
No, it's a thing.
It is 100% accurate, and the bus was also red and white, just like in South Park.
You know, it's kind of nice, though, that they think of each other in that sense. They're like, well, I'm Asian, and I wouldn't want to be here alone without any other Asians. I
I've
feel
seen
like-
it.
And you make it convenient for other Asians, too.
I've seen it at the
To
Grand
group together.
Canyon. I've seen that, and I've seen it at in Hollywood.
I saw it at Six Flags when I was a kid.
It's a thing in Hollywood too.
Really?
Yeah, like the tour bus where they're fucking taking the pictures of all the weird little houses and shit.
I think it's pretty cool, dude.
It's
funny.
communal.
Traveling groups.
Imagine
you don't
that.
know everybody.
Imagine if you could go to a foreign country and you knew there was going to be a bus full of Americans there.
Oh, I'll be hanging out with the whiteys
You know
all
what
day, dude.
You'd be like, yeah. You
Yeah,
know?
did I ever tell you what they called us when we went overseas?
What?
This is so funny. So when you go to Europe or any of the stands in the sandbox or any of that,
Right.
this is just, I'm not saying everybody says this, okay? But what I am saying, the general consensus is all white Americans are cowboys,
Right.
and they will call you cowboy and point fake finger guns at you. They're like,
They're
hey,
all-
cowboy, cowboy.
They're all, it's like John Wayne.
Yeah. and all the black people in my unit were rappers.
Oh,
So you're either
you're John Wayne or you're 50
you're
Cent.
either a cowboy or you're a rapper.
To make it time accurate, yeah.
Yeah, dude,
John
that's what
Wayne or
they
your-
think
or your
Americans
50
are.
Cent.
They think we're just a bunch of rappers and cowboys.
I wish.
How fucking sick is that, dude?
You know, I will give them that because compared to their population, a lot of our population are rappers and cowboys. They have no rappers and no cowboys.
We got a lot of cowboys per capita when it comes to the world, you know?
Think about that. If you
We
had-
also have a lot of rappers. Well, except for Britain has those drill rappers.
man's not hot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they wear the poofy jackets. We didn't wear those, so
And
we
they-
were a regular 50 cents, dude.
Yeah. See,
We were a bunch of 50 cents, and we're a bunch
But
of
if I came from
fucking John Waynes, dude.
if I came up from a country where I knew that there were no rappers from my country, like here there are rappers from every city. You know, over there are no rappers from any city.
Well, they do have rappers, but they're white, and they have like one tattoo
That's odd.
on their leg.
That's an
And
odd.
that like makes them like I remember I was at the time I was dipping like Copenhagen straight,
Oh,
like fucking hog legging it up, dude. You know what I mean? Just get
Yeah.
nasty with it, you know. And everybody there smokes like pretty much America has the only regular cigarettes. We got the big fat cigarettes. Everybody else smokes these weird little skinny cigarettes, right?
that doesn't sound good.
And they were like, "What is that?" I was like, "Tobacco. It's like a cigarette. You put it in your lip, right?" And they were like, "Let me have some." I said, "Okay." And I gave it to them, and they just started like chewing on it.
Oh, they thought it was chewing tobacco.
Yeah, well, it was dip.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they started throwing up
Lip
everywhere.
dip.
Yeah, it was
Not
the
chew
most.
dip.
It was the funniest shit ever. Anyway, the bus on South Park's accurate. What other news do we got? Alex, terrible.
He's fighting.
He won.
He won, dude.
Did you see the video?
No.
Dude, he beat the fuck out of this guy in about 27 seconds, dude.
Whoa.
I mean, he beat him. He beat the soul out of this guy. He didn't connect really hard. He just overwhelmed him with violence.
Dude, I mean, low key, he's in really good shape. Like, the dude is fucking, like,
Well, I mean, he said, people asked him, like, "Are you on steroids?" And he was like, "Look at my body. Of course I am."
yeah.
Because the RCC, whatever bare knuckle champion,
Yeah.
he went in. They don't give a fuck, I guess. And I think that's the right way to fight.
They should make
On
him their
steroids.
guy, like Loki, because he already has so much.
He
such
went
a
to the
follow-
weigh-ins with a gold mask
Yeah, they should make him like.
with blood all on it. I was like, Jesus, man, I'd probably punch him right then, dude. I wouldn't even let it get to the octagon, dude. Fuck
dude,
that.
I'd boost him if I was them.
Yeah.
Like,
In the post-fight interview, he was like, "Yeah, he punched me and it hurt really bad, so I decided I had to get rid of him quick." I was like, "Yeah, dude." But yeah, man, he beat his ass. It was pretty cool. Got some other
Good
news.
for him.
yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. Super happy about that. I really, really believe that if you're gonna sound like that, you kind of gotta act like that.
Yeah,
too.
be about it.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
be bad about
like
it.
nobody's fucking with Lemmy. Nobody's fucking with Danzig. Nobody's fucking with, Phil and Salmo.
Dude,
Nobody's fucking with Zach Wild.
you ever seen Danzig get knocked out?
Did
That
he get
video?
blasted?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn. He sucker punched him, though, to be fair.
Oh, that's fucking gay, dude. Fuck that.
And Danzig's, like, tiny.
He's short, but he's fucking square.
Yeah, he's like.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he's fucking wide body, dude.
Yeah.
Looks
Look
like
at that
Steve
wide
from
body shape.
Minecraft.
Well, I don't know. I actually don't know how short he
I
is.
seen the face of God and it's square.
Either way, the guy who hit him was bigger than him significantly, so it made him look tiny, regardless.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how small you are. You can sucker punch anybody out.
that's true.
It doesn't matter who you are. You can sucker punch Mike Tyson out. You better hope he goes out.
Yeah, for real.
But a sucker punch, loose neck, loose jaw, you're vulnerable, man.
Yeah.
You gotta tighten that shit up. Other news. ESP/LTD. 50 years old.
Damn.
Wow. When's the anniversary?
Fucking this month, dude.
Wow.
Damn.
50 years old. Those Japanese know how to make some fucking heavy metal guitars, dude.
For them, man.
And I'm thinking about that one. I'm thinking about that fucking LTD Les Paul. That shit is fucking badass. The flat black with the yellow binding.
Oh, yeah.
I played one of those in St. Louis. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is a fucking weapon right here.
Yeah. Dude, there's maybe 2 countries, maybe half a dozen countries that when I see like made in and it's not USA, I'm like, all right, this is fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Japan, it seems like everything they do, they're just like, you know what, like we're gonna do the shit out of this.
Yeah.
Like one guy has a guitar company, they're gonna be fucking 50 dudes with a guitar company.
Yeah. Well, what's really cool now is like because of CNC machines, you can get well-made guitars from these. Kind of like how we were talking about pedals a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
How like some of these guys are just like making pedals and they're badass and they're just like making it out of their fucking shed in the backyard. People are doing that with guitars now.
Yeah.
Because CNC machine is like accurate to a fucking rat fart of a 1,000th of an inch, you know?
Yeah.
And
Consumer grade.
like not even
CNC.
consumer grade, like pro grade.
Well, I'm saying like the consumer grade stuff now is that accurate.
Oh, you're talking about the consumer grade
Yeah,
CNC
yeah.
machines. Yeah.
Yeah.
So people
It's
are just like
impressive.
making shit,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
People
a
are making
hobbyist
guns
can
with
have-
those things out of plastic. Did you
Yeah.
see?
That's been a
Yeah.
problem since those fucking 3D printers came out.
I don't think that's really a problem. I think
That's where all those
cool.
switches came from, dude. That's how they make so many.
I thought they came from Wish, but you know.
Wish. Well,
You talking about the Glock switches?
Yeah.
Yeah, they came from Wish.
You can get it from Wish, but also like,
You can't get them from Wish.
well, you probably could.
You can't now.
Yeah. I'm saying all it takes is one guy with a 3D printer, and you got thousands of those.
Yeah. Things are getting out of control, and I'm happy about it. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
They have a competition, a plastic gun competition.
I live for it.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I'm not down with committing crime.
No. Don't do crime.
Do not do crime. I don't do crime. Don't do crime. But it is kind of cool that you can print a gun, just like in Borderlands.
Yep.
I mean, we're living in the future here. Let's see what else. What else did I write? Oh, this is a local news here. The local government is proposing a law to where if you have a shopping cart from another business, you immediately get arrested.
I feel like that's bullshit. What are they gonna do with those shopping carts anyway?
They're gonna let people shop.
Yeah, but I mean, like at a certain point, you got the money.
It says who?
Me.
The fucking
Me.
Dollar General ain't got shit.
Bro,
They need every cart they can get.
Bullshit. Okay. Like, don't get me started on like Dollar General and shit. I got a whole thing about that.
All right, what about Walmart? Do you hate
I got a
Walmart?
whole thing about Walmart.
All right,
too.
what about Target, dude?
The whole thing about them too.
Dude, please, Christ, dude, it's their shopping carts.
Have you ever looked around and been like, "Huh, I wonder why there's none of those small family grocery stores anymore?"
Because people took all the shopping carts and they couldn't afford to
It was
replace
just
them.
the shopping cart that put them under.
But it might have been theft.
Said no one ever.
But it's a cost to the business. Oh, dude, you need to learn about addition, bro.
$1 billion corporation? No.
What, dude? Why do you think people should be allowed to steal from businesses?
Why is their success
That's
level?
that's what you're arguing for right now.
The success level of a business is what entitles
man.
you to steal from them.
It's like, okay, so if I had a problem and I had like a shitload of money and there was like these people that were like bugging me about shit, I could like just pay them to go away.
No,
You could.
no, absolutely not. Because
That's how, like,
they would
most-
come back. Why wouldn't they come back? They fucking pulled the wool over your eyes one time. Why wouldn't they do it again?
Nah, man. Just like, but not literally. I mean, like, you could just like,
What? Do you... You're not allowed to steal from other people in America, Nate. What is so wrong about that?
I don't know, man. I mean, like, they're kind of dicks, so fuck them. You know what I mean? It's like, don't be a dick. and people will have some sympathy for your ass.
Like, hey, you can't take our cart.
You know what I've
Yes,
never...
I can.
You
And
know
they
what
just
I've
run
never,
off.
never seen get robbed around here? 2 things. A taco truck and a dispensary. There is a mutualness there.
What about a poor white boy in an apartment?
I mean, I don't know, man. That seems like a neighbor conflict. I'm talking about...
It's not. It was because the gas was too high and my truck got a hole drilled in the bottom of it, dude.
Well, listen, man. You were...
Was it because I was being a dick?
This doesn't... I thought we were talking business.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about robbery, dude. Robbery's robbery. Whether you're robbing a business or robbing a person, dude.
No. Did they ever being a dick to you in that circumstance?
Yeah, I had to
Most
get my
definitely.
truck towed. This shit was bullshit.
I don't know, man. It's just like it's hard.
I do know. I think robbery is bad.
It's hard to... I don't disagree that robbery is bad. I'm just saying it's hard to feel bad for Walmart. Do you feel me?
It's not about feeling. It's about what's right and wrong.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, it's wrong, but I don't give a shit. I think you should keep doing it.
I think I think you should go to jail if you have a shopping cart from another business.
I'm gonna start stealing shopping carts out of spite.
What's this for?
Dude, I'm gonna drill your gas tank
You
out
know
of
where I'm gonna
spite.
put a apartment by your truck, like I normally do.
All right. What else do we got?
Is
What
this
you got?
just to like cure the homeless population? Is that what this really is about, though?
What?
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
Yeah, if you have a shopping
It does sound like they are targeting the homeless population.
yeah, they're
Yes.
like, do you have a
Well-
receipt for that shopping cart? Like, what? Go to jail
Wait,
right
though.
now.
So, I don't know, man. That seems like you should have to hire your own personal security to get your shopping carts. It shouldn't come out of my tax money because you can't keep your shopping carts in your parking lot. Dollar Tree solved it. They put the fucking pole. The pole was installed, and no one was getting away with them.
Valid.
You ain't never seen one of them with a Dollar Tree shopping cart with the pole attached.
That is valid.
See,
That's valid.
what can I say?
But should I have to put a boot on my truck so it doesn't get stole?
I mean,
Every night, every day, every time you park.
Come on, Nate. Hit me with some logic now.
this is the business stuff.
Get out of your emotions and be logical.
Rationally.
People should not steal. I feel like that is not a controversial
I'm
opinion.
not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying I should have to pay for Walmart's shopping cart theft. This is not my problem in any way. I think most people would agree with that. How is this affecting me? That I have to pay for the
Yeah,
jail.
but I mean, they could also just arrest the people and fine the shit out of them and make more money for our local government, so we pay less taxes.
You ever met a homeless dude that paid a fine?
They're gonna pay, or they're gonna fucking make license plates for free.
I don't know, man. Anyway,
Want to know how to tell if someone wasn't bullied enough in school?
yo, how?
They have blue hair and they still smell like shit. Anthrax is recording a new album.
I used to have some interesting colored hair. I smell it good though.
The new album is going to drop in September, October. Are we excited about that?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm glad all the older bands are still going.
I'm good.
I'm
for
really
all
happy
the
with
new
Anthrax.
albums.
Megadeth dropped an album not too long ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's all right. But I'm just happy they're still going because that means they're still touring and I can still see them.
Yeah.
So, hell yeah.
What's your opinion on a tribute band for a band that's still touring?
Actually, yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Slipknot tribute. When Slipknot is touring as of right
Currently.
now, currently touring. What do you think?
Man. I guess my first question would be like, how much? If we're
How
talking
much
like,
are they touring?
if it's like $10 a ticket, then I'll be like, all right, whatever. Close enough. You know what I mean? Hey, man. Hey,
That's
man.
not bad. That's not a bad viewpoint,
for,
though.
good
these
viewpoint.
top of the line artists.
Listen, I'm not
You're still
spending
getting
$200
someone-
on Slipknot.
You're still getting someone interpreting the art.
If someone, okay, listen, if this were a normal world and people were charging reasonable prices for tickets, like I remember watching a thing from like back in the 90s, like the early 90s, where Nirvana was being like, Kurt Cobain was being like, Madonna charges $50 a ticket. That's outrageous. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, even then, dude, like
$50 is okay in my book.
if it was, you know what I mean? If we could still be like at $50, I could pay that.
Yeah.
But you're talking. I think a buddy of
That's
mine.
$50 now versus then also.
I think a buddy of mine said you couldn't get in there for less than $100. You know what I mean?
To what, Nirvana?
No, Slipknot. Sorry, he went to see
now.
Slipknot because we were talking about them.
Yeah.
But, and I get that, man. Like, if you just want to go hang out, and I would say to the people who think that's a good idea, if that's what you want to do just for fun, go ahead. It'd be cool if you did it with somebody who's dead, because, like, I just think I can respect that a little more. But
Yeah, like a Motorhead tribute band. I would definitely go see them.
yeah, but you better be doing something. I would say you better be doing something on the side. You better actually have some original stuff going on, because that's where I do kind of feel bad. Like, even like these dudes who think like they're like way too old to like make music.
He was kind of riding coattails at that point.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point, man? And but like I was saying, a lot of these dudes who think like they're way too old to like start making music and stuff like that. Like, I think that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, Johnny Cash made like one of his best albums that he made. Like, the album he made when he was like 70 something is better than half of the music he made when he was in his 20s. By a long shot. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's not something that you can get worse at. It's not like being a bodybuilder and your body's just running out of structure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can continually push your mind to write and write and write and write. And next thing you know, like, you're like one of the best songwriters on earth.
Yeah. And I feel like even if you haven't picked up an instrument, that's probably like easier to learn shit at that point. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
You think it's easier to learn when you're old?
like, if I was like, do I think if like a 14-year-old and like a 50-year-old picked up a guitar, I think the 50-year-old would be able to pick it up way faster.
No, dude. That's against science.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
can't
that
teach an old dog new tricks, dude.
I don't know that I agree with that one.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to say.
Level of motivation is
Yeah.
the question. Because I feel like a 50-year-old would have the patience to sit there and grind
That's
it out.
what I'm saying. Like, they could.
But I think a 14-year-old would literally pick it up faster. I think that's the thing.
Maybe. But either way, I think that there's nothing wrong with that. And I think it's kind of cool seeing like some of these older dudes, like way older dudes, get out there and be like, I'm going to form an Eagles cover band. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, man.
That is cool.
Eagles is shit. Yeah.
Somebody-
yeah,
we
fuck
need
yeah,
somebody.
dude. If someone's like, dude, we cover the Beatles. That's what we do. We like playing the Beatles. We love the Beatles. Hell yeah, dude.
Or I go to the Reno Park, like, yearly 4th of July thing. And every year it's the same band of old dudes.
But I just feel like if someone was like, hey, we're a Kublai Khan cover band, I feel like it would be like, no,
What's the point, dude?
no, the fuck you're not, dude. They're literally in the state south of us. No.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
No.
I agree. That's too much.
Slipknot is getting up in age, so I can kind of see that. I could see Korn.
Well-
I could see Limp Bizkit. But that's like right on the fence for me. You know what I mean?
What I would say is the superior way of doing that, if you want to do it and still kind of... Because I think you should be writing stuff if you're that dedicated to playing music. Like, why not?
Yeah, if you're up on stage, you might as well try to send it, you know?
Yeah. I think the best way of doing that is to have a band and then do tribute shows for those bands, not be a cover band.
Or maybe just do like some of the local guys around here where they like add a song or two from someone else.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that's
I
fucking
like
sick.
That, honestly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that. In a show that's like a local band, they're playing their stuff. Randomly they'll just be like, "What do you guys think?"
Yeah,
of
I
this?"
could see that. Like, hey, we're Fuck Your Own Face. This is our debut single. And then after that, it's like a Slipknot song.
Yeah,
And then after that, it's like,
you guys probably like this, huh?
yeah,
Watch
it's
this.
like, if you know this fucking song, sing along. We know you fucking know it. And it's
Yeah.
Twisted Transistor. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, these guys are lit. You know what I'm saying?
Something like
But
that.
not like,
having fun
hey, we're
on
going to
stage.
dress up exactly like Slipknot, even though they're on tour right now and play a show.
Yeah. That's what makes it weird, though, because
That's the weird part.
some venues will, like, rather book that than, like, a regular band. It's weird. You know what I mean?
It's a little strange.
It's the coattails thing.
Where's the line? I guess so. Like we agree with Eagles covers bands.
Eagles, yes. Beatles, yes.
Beatles, yes.
Motorhead, yes. Dead people, yes. I feel like we can absolutely say if they're dead,
30 years.
yes. 30 years after death?
No,
That's
no.
what I'm saying.
The band's got to be around for 30 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
30.
All right, how long do they have to be gone for before it's starting to be okay for there to be?
They don't have to be
tribute
dead.
bands?
They have to be dead because there's a certain point where the Eagles are touring right now, but it's a shitload of money.
Are they?
Yeah, so I'll go see fucking Frank play the Eagles at a bar. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. I'm down with Frank.
I'm not driving to Las Vegas to see the 80-year-old Eagles.
Yeah. Dude, what about Iron Maiden? I mean, they still tour, but
I actually did that with that.
I can see an Iron Maiden cover
Because I
band.
feel like they still need to try.
How coattaily is it? Like Elvis impersonator?
None.
I
He's
feel
dead.
like it's almost like an American religion
Yeah, but
in the most
also,
beautiful sense.
I feel like a lot of people on that Asian tour bus do that.
Yeah. So how? Like, what are you tributing? What are you tributing?
It's a religious thing. It's an American religion, man.
Elvis is kind of a religion.
Because you embody him. You embody his beliefs, his emotions.
I hate Elvis impersonators.
I love it.
You're,
It's the most beautiful
you have
thing.
to. Why? Hold up. Wait. Why do you hate them?
I hate them.
You just hate all of them?
Yeah, just in general.
What
Dude.
if they're really good?
It's like a monk.
I want to send them to Alex Terrible.
No. Oof.
It's like a monk, though.
gonna be bad.
Like, imagine like how they shave their head and they put on the robe. Imagine giving your life to the king.
I feel like that's honorable.
See? I feel like in some sense it's beautiful.
But if I see a Kublai Khan cover band, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
So where's the line, boys?
The
I
line.
think impersonating Elvis is someone who can just kind of talk a little bit silly and dress up all kinds of.
I think
Dumb and shit.
I think that's a very
I-
hot
I-
take,
irritates
dude.
me.
That's
I
a
think-
very hot
I hate
take.
it.
He's been dead for years, dude. Let it go.
He did really good doing what he was doing, and now all these people just think they can dress up all fancy and talk all stupid. And I'm saying like bad Elvis impersonators are fucking everywhere, and I hate it.
I don't know, man.
If
Ladies
someone
and
comes
gentlemen,
up
if you know an Elvis impersonator, please have him message us because I would love to interview him right
Absolutely.
here next to
Yeah.
Brain.
I agree. I'll fucking hit him with the mic control hammer.
We're not hitting anybody. We don't do crime, remember?
Yeah,
Oh.
no crime.
No crime.
I'll not hit him with the mic control
What
hammer.
about
off
the
air.
hound dog, dude? What if he's a real hound dog?
Oh,
Ooh, come on, boy. I would like to see that.
I don't think there's a good Elvis impersonator out there.
There's got to be at least 9 good ones in Vegas right now.
I don't think
They're
there's
probably
anyone out
playing
there.
right now.
Okay.
Speaking of impersonators,
Dolly Parton impersonators need to be a thing. I mean, plastic surgeons, they would go
They're their
up,
choice.
dude.
fucking tits. Hell yeah.
Who would be a lame impersonation like Kurt Cobain?
Who would be a lame impersonation of Kurt Cobain?
No, I mean like,
Anybody who doesn't do heroin.
No,
Who
I mean
would
that.
be a lame impersonation?
I was saying
Blank.
like,
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain would be a lame impersonation. He'd be like, hey. You know, like,
That's a perfect impersonation.
what's up?
Fucking hate
What's up,
my
man?
God, you guys watched King of the Hill at least a little bit? Yeah, do you know?
Dude, I fucking love King of
All
the
right,
Hill.
yeah. Fuck you,
Not as
maybe.
good as South Park or Rick and Morty.
No, but
go ahead.
you know Leanne's boyfriend, Buckley?
I fucking love Buckley, dude. Hey.
He's doing a Kurt Cobain impression the
He
whole
fucking
time.
died in
The
an
whole time he's
explosion.
alive.
He
Dude.
died in a fucking
I
explosion.
feel like somebody could pull a Kurt Cobain.
What do you mean?
I feel like somebody could impersonate him pretty good.
Yeah, but it's like, what do you impersonate? Like, he has no quirks. He's like, so.
Heroin and flannels, I guess. I don't
Yeah, but
know.
that's disrespectful. Like, you're not out there chuffing moo pies and eating pills as Elvis. That's, you can't be. Yeah, I don't.
All right,
you know what I'm
so
saying?
all right, so I feel like we're getting to the line here.
The lie.
We're finding it.
Here's the line right here. If you don't do the drugs that the guy did,
Oh no,
then you ain't impersonating shit. You just pretending.
no,
dude.
that's too far.
Yeah, if you're not shooting heroin
That's too
before
far.
you sing Pearl Jam,
What are you really doing?
you ain't really doing nothing, dude.
That's too far.
All right, so I feel like we're getting to the line here. If you don't do the drugs that the guy did, then you ain't impersonating shit. You just pretending.
That's too far.
Yeah, if you're not shooting heroin before you sing Pearl Jam, Don't do crime, but also
Try harder.
think about it, dude.
Try harder.
If you want to, come on, dude. Where do bad folks go when they die?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You gotta shoot heroin before you play this set.
No heroin, dude. The line is between
Just test it for fentanyl, dude.
embody it or don't do it.
Speaking of impersonators, Marshall came out with a very interesting pedal that I am very interested in.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't know, the Marshall JCM 800 amp head. What?
I never text Bobby.
Dude,
Oh, wow.
I got a piss if you want to hit him up.
Oh, we definitely should.
Yeah, we have. Oh my god.
Tell him we've been rolling for 2 hours.
I
so-
got a piss, so.
All right, piss boy.
Piss.
Piss.
And we're back.
We're back.
Marshall JCM 800. Legendary amp.
Okay.
I mean, fucking legendary. Made God knows how many albums. Right?
Talking about the gold amp head.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah,
the Marshall
dude.
amp head JCM 800. Everybody boosts it with a fucking the tube screamer. You know, the little green pedal to boost it and get that signal broken up real nice.
Bro, Billy Corgan approved.
It's approved by so many. Well, they came out with a JCM 800 pedal.
Stop.
Okay.
Is that good
Scared
enough?
me.
Bobby's calling.
Scared me.
Bobby,
Yo.
I think I just scared the shit out of everybody in this room.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I definitely peaked the mics when you called.
What up, boy?
What's up, King
Bobby?
Bobby?
What's up, boys?
How was your weekend?
It was fucking crazy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, man, anything fun?
Oh, yeah. Let's just say, transcended the multiverse.
I love it. Hell yeah, Bobby.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good, John. How was the punk show?
Oh, dude, it was good, man. It was a vibe for sure. There's actually this local band called Deity, and they played like old school style thrash metal, and
Hell yeah.
they were really sick.
That's
And
a
then
good day.
Wolf Skull was sick too. They had some shit in there. Shadow Hounds was really good. Yeah, overall it was a great show.
Fuck yeah, hey.
Love to hear that. Well, King Bobby. We got a Bobby's Tips.
Give us your tip.
All right.
Looking for another recommendation. What do you got for us this week?
So, there was a big announcement last week, boys. One of my favorite bands, Belphegor, is going on a North American tour.
Oh?
So, naturally, me and Blake are going to the Kansas City date in April? Yeah, I think it's April. Yeah, April 7th,
Oh,
Kansas City.
okay.
So, in honor of that, I'm going to give you guys a Belphegor recommendation.
Okay. What do you got for us?
I think it's their 6th album, Bondage Goat Zombie.
Bondage Goat Zombie.
Oh, yes, it's fucking
hot.
awesome. Cover to cover. Excellent music. It's evil as fuck.
I love that, man.
And if you don't know who Belphegor is, listen to them. They're awesome.
You can find them on Bobby's Tip, the best playlist on Spotify.
Bobby's tip.
dude.
You got damn right.
You got another tip for us?
A big tip
Off the top of my head, I could probably think
off the
of one
top of
real
your
quick.
head.
Off the
He's got
Right off the
something.
top of
I know
your
he does.
Dude, we're fucking... Alright. Dude, Black Label Society. It's the essential album you need in your fucking discography. 1919 Forever, I think that's what it's called. I listened to it today, actually. Yeah, 1919 Eternal. Wrong word.
1919 Eternal. Dude.
Yes.
All
What
right.
a
You want-
date. That's a classic.
You want to talk about drinking beers in the garage?
Mm-hmm.
You don't drink a fucking case in the house.
Oh yeah.
Fucking A.
What do you think of what was their Gallows?
Black
The
Label?
new one?
Yeah.
I like it.
Suicide Messiah.
No,
I
the
listened
new
to it.
one they had. Just
Oh,
came out.
yeah. That was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It came out with a new single.
It's fucking.
Yeah.
Really
So, I'll be straight with you. I remember listening to it a couple times and liking it, but I do not remember what it sounds like.
Honestly, it sounds like Black Label.
yeah, it just sounds like Black Label.
And can you go wrong?
Oh, Stillborn is such a good song,
so
too.
good. I just popped open. Yeah, just the Gallows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's definitely worth a listen. I put that song that they just released. I definitely put it in with any of the great ones that they got for sure.
Oh, no.
Hell
That's
yeah!
solid.
So we got 1919 Eternal and
Belphegor, Bondage Goat Zombie.
Bondage Goat Zombie.
Dude, I'm telling you, that album kicks so much fucking
I'm
ass.
pretty sure they're touring with a band just called Hate.
Hate, dude.
Yeah.
So about this tour, do you have any ideas like where they're starting, where they're ending, and around what dates?
I don't think they're coming to OKC. I looked.
No.
I'm not sure.
I can tell you real quick.
Yeah, if you got it pulled up.
Oh, yeah. Where's it at?
Belphegor.
The Devil's North American Tour. Starting in Boston, 3/19. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 so dates to 4/13. So 3/19 to 4/13. Boston, round the loop, back to New York.
Wow. Okay. That's a pretty good tour.
Oh, yeah. So now we'll be going to the one in Kansas City, Missouri, 4/7.
It's exciting. Well, all you guys who've been listening to Bobby's tip,
Bobby's big tip, dude.
Bobby's big tip, go to the show. Maybe you'll get to see the king himself.
Hold on. I'm about to send you a picture. I want you to see it real quick.
Okay.
So after I got home and unloaded all the gear from this weekend,
Yeah.
I was messing around.
Okay.
I mean, it's so hard not to say big tip.
Check your phone here in just a second, Brain.
Yeah. I'm looking. I'm waiting.
Sending.
Should we change it to Bobby's Big Tip?
Bobby's big tip. Yeah, dude.
What do you think, Bobby? It's your playlist. Should we change it to Bobby's big tip?
Fuck, I don't know.
Say yes.
What is this? Well, you sent me a picture. You got a Randall head and a
What?
full stack of Marshalls.
What?
That was in my office yesterday.
Huh?
That was in my office when I got home. The bottom one's my cab, and that's my Randall head. And then
Yeah.
I used a smaller Marshall head, or Marshall cab, and I made a full stack.
Oh, that's sick.
That's sick.
It was
That
fucking
is really
stupid.
That's sick. I love it. I love it. Are you gonna start playing with it?
No,
Yeah.
God, no, I ain't moving all that shit.
That's a lot of shit to move, dog.
I think I'm a
I
half
was
stack
loving all the
guy.
Marshalls, but I'll wait till I get roadies for that kind of shit.
Yeah. No, I agree. Heavy just said he's more of a half stack guy, and honestly, I would agree. I think that's a pretty good maximum until you're playing stadiums, maybe, and even then, just mic my fucking cab better.
Yeah, but the full stack is cool.
I'll eBay Malmsteen that
Yeah.
shit. I'll bring 8 stacks to fucking barley corns and just look cool.
Oh God, hell yeah, brother. Well,
Thanks for your big tip, dude.
Bobby's Tip.
Thanks
Ladies
for
and
the
gentlemen, you
big
can find
tip,
the playlist on Spotify. It's public. Bobby's Tip, all caps, no punctuation.
hell yeah, brother. All right, well, I guess have a good rest of your evening, buddy.
Oh, I will. Boys, enjoy it.
All right, we'll talk to you.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
He's so hot.
He's so hot, dude.
Anyway, Marshall JCM 800 pedal.
Anyway, now that I'm done screaming,
Is it a JCM 800? I don't know. How much does it cost? I don't know.
Ooh,
Is it worth a try? Maybe.
you should
Maybe it is.
buy more deer.
Maybe I put it right in front of the Seymour Duncan. I don't know.
Buy it.
What happens?
Fuck it.
We'll see.
What else are you gonna buy?
Probably bills. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but those suck.
Yeah, dude. Fuck paying
Yeah,
for
don't
stuff.
be a gay, dude.
yeah, fuck paying for stuff. Steal shopping carts.
Don't pay bills. You steal shopping carts. Fuck it. What do you got, Nate? I got a topic. I don't know if you guys are a huge fan of horror movies, but I'm a huge fan of Silent Hill.
Yeah, dude. Have you played the games?
I've never played the games. I've only watched the movies.
Is that the Pyramid Head?
Yeah.
They just came out with a remaster for Silent Hill 2, I think.
They're coming out with a movie with Tom Holland.
Really?
Yeah, a new Silent Hill movie. I'm excited. I'm interested to see how they play it.
Isn't that Spider-Man?
Yeah, it is Spider-Man.
Oh.
And wasn't he like Willy? No, that's not that Willy Wonka guy. That's that other guy.
That's Timothy Chalamet, dude.
Yeah. Who's also what movie did he just play in?
Dune, bro. He's in Dune.
Yeah. No, Timothy Chalamet just fucking made a movie about a really famous musician.
Oh, Bob Dylan, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've heard good stuff
Yeah,
about
I
that
guess he
movie.
was taking a lot of shit because they're like, that's not what Bob would do and all this shit. I'm like, dude, chill.
Look, if you're watching those movies for any type of accuracy of any events, you're going to be greatly misled.
You'd be gravely disappointed.
Yeah, none of it is accurate. Literally, in the Queen movie is so fucking Bohemian Rhapsody is so inaccurate. It's like I can't believe the band members are cool with it. They just,
Well, there's probably some money involved.
dude, they just make up shit. They just make up shit. They just made Freddie look like a dick
Oh, no.
for stuff that literally he never did. Like, it's offensive.
But is it a good movie?
I don't know, man, because I kind
Just
of
as a movie.
Well, I knew that was the problem. I watched it and I was
Oh,
like,
no.
I already knew, so I was like, that's
You're the
not-
kind you're the type of motherfucker like, I read the Harry Potter books. This is not accurate.
No, it's different. It's different in a movie adaptation from a book. It's different in a real life.
A 40% on Rotten Tomatoes? I'm not watching this fucking movie.
Dude, do you guys even look at that shit anymore?
No, I just watch movies and
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
I feel like every movie on Amazon Prime is 3 stars, and it's a coin toss whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
I've watched
anymore.
too many bad movies in my life to want to take the chance.
You know, I'll look at the reviews possibly after I've watched the movie. Like if it's starkly amazing, I'll look at the reviews to be irritated at all the people that decided.
Dude, the new
They didn't like
Beetlejuice
it,
got
or
like shit
vice
on,
versa.
and I thought it was a great movie.
Really?
Yeah, I really liked
Well,
it.
see, I've watched that just for like because I like the first one so
I
much.
try and stay away from
I think it's cool.
like looking at any of that pre-watching a movie anymore because there's a lot of
Fucking ruins everything.
No, I've
keyboard
been duped.
warriors. You know,
I've been duped.
Fucking ruins everything, dude.
there's so many keyboard warriors out there. There's a lot of good movies. There's a lot of good stuff happening now, and
You seen that movie Guns Akimbo? Daniel Radcliffe?
no,
No, that sounds like a cool one.
It got like fucking 3 stars. It's one of my favorite movies. It's so good.
Speaking, he's Harry Potter, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie where he's like washed as aboard a beach as a corpse after like a shipwreck?
No.
And then he uses it as like a tool. Like I think he uses his head to like crack coconuts on. And like they are actually a corpse the whole movie. And he uses his head to break up coconuts and shit. And eventually he uses his body as a raft, so that way he can pedal out to sea. And he
Jesus.
uses
The
it as a-
USS Potter.
Yeah, dude, for real. My buddy showed me that. But yeah. But anyways, I have a topic.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so did you guys ever watch Roseanne as a kid?
No.
You don't know Roseanne? Do you know Roseanne?
It's the comedian.
With John Goodman.
I don't know who that is. Hang on, is Roseanne? Is that the? What movie am I thinking of? That, or not movie, TV show? Is that the red-haired girl?
That's Reba, dude.
Reba. That's what I'm
God
thinking
damn.
of.
Well, never mind then.
Reba, what the
This
fuck?
has the same shot.
All right, next topic, Nate.
Just that was a bad one.
I'll watch it. I'll see if I can find some time and watch it.
Roseanne.
Okay, so I have a good one for you guys.
All right.
So there is a very
Never heard of it.
Wait, hold on.
Kidding. No, go.
Wait,
So-
don't stop him up like that. We want to hear him. Hello? Are you okay?
What?
Come back to us. What's the topic?
Yeah.
Just spit it out.
I'm punishing you guys.
I didn't say shit. Why are you
I'm
punishing
punishing
me?
you guys with dead air. Anyway, so I need you to look up a band on Spotify or YouTube called Hate Beat.
I know who you're talking about.
Dude,
Have you listened to him?
yeah,
What does it sound like?
it's cool.
Is it cool?
It's like death. It's like Norwegian, like black metal.
Are we going to tell him the history before we play the song or after?
Just
Can I play the
We
song?
got to tell him what's going on.
okay, hold up.
Can I play the song?
Probably not. We'll probably get demonetized.
I doubt it.
I say we play it anyway. Which song? Bird Seeds of Vengeance? Play whatever one has the most, and just play it until we get some vocals.
Okay, yeah.
Should I do that now?
Yeah,
Just do one bit of vocal. Do me one bit of vocal.
yeah, because I didn't listen to it. I
think
want
the
to hear
rule
it.
is like less than a minute. No one, we're not gonna get flagged.
I am not a parrot.
Is that the vocals?
Yeah.
That's all the vocals.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the vocals, and we're definitely not going to get demonetized because they definitely copied off of Iron Maiden on that album cover.
Yeah, big
Hate
time.
Beat's not gonna come out.
Hate Beak's not going to come after us.
So, anyways, Hate Beat is an American death metal band,
Yeah.
obviously, from Baltimore, Maryland.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
Be more.
They got their own accent and stuff. It's weird. They are manned by Blake Harrison, Mark Sloan, and Waldo, a gray parrot, as the vocalist. All vocals featured in the band, obviously other than the stuff that they like clipped in, is indeed a parrot.
That's awesome.
Hate Beak.
That's so fucking cool.
And they were active from 2003 to 2009.
And
That's
then the
kind of
parrot-
Oh, they're
impressive.
gone now?
Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace, Hate Beak, dude.
Waldo probably died.
That's exactly where I was thinking.
Makes me want to eat some fried chicken.
Honestly,
Okay, let me
Makes me
give
wanna
you
eat
guys
raw
their album names real quick.
Yeah, okay.
Beach of Putrefaction. Bird Seeds of Vengeance. The Thing That Should Not Beat. The Number of the Beat.
Dude,
Birdhouse by the Cemetery.
this is all fucking copies of everybody else's shit with a bird in it.
it's the best. I love this. This
The
is so
number
cool.
of the beak?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? If you come across a bird that just sounds like it should be in a metal band, and you listen to a lot of metal, and you can play metal, just make something super fucking awesome.
Dude, one of their songs.
I agree.
You know Burzum? The black metal band?
Yeah.
They have one song called Birdsum.
Birdsum. Oh, there it is. Let's hear it.
Dude, I love any band that won't sue us. Or demonetize us.
That sounds like black metal.
It sounds like Bard, dude.
This is the bird?
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
Yep, that sounds like black metal to me. Hate Beak. Look them up. So since they ended in 2009, do you think we could do a tribute band?
Yeah, maybe with Thor, our dog mascot, who we love so much.
He doesn't make a lot of noise until he gets all horned up and his lipstick pops out, dude.
Yeah, you're right. He's not a good vocalist.
Yeah.
He's asleep right now somehow.
He kind of chills.
Yeah, he's a peaceful.
Even with all this
brute.
noise in here, he fucking sleeps or just gets horny, tries to rape. My kind of guy. What else you got, Nate?
Man, I got
Sounds
a
Amish.
interesting story for you that kind of will make you question some things, I think.
My sexuality?
That's up to you, man.
Fine, I'm gay. Continue.
All right. Anyways, so way back in the day, not that long ago, kind of long that ago, whatever. I think it was like the 80s. John Fogerty of Creedence Clearwater Revival
Yeah.
had gone solo for a while, right?
Okay.
And he decided to release a song called Old Man Down the Road.
I swear to God, if this is racist, I'm done.
Bro, what do you take me for?
Continue.
What do you take me
Continue.
for? Bro, y'all, this is what I'm saying.
Tell us about the old man down the road, Nate. Don't
It
worry
was-
about it.
So the Old Man Down the Road got released, and John Fogerty got sued for something very interesting.
Racism?
I don't think you get sued for racism.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't
Continue.
think that's a legal action kind of thing. I think that's
I think you could definitely get sued for racism.
official racism, not unofficial racism.
Oh.
Off the books racism, if you will.
Yeah, I see.
Okay,
I'm
so
tracking.
anyways, so he got sued by the label that owned Credence's, all of their royalties.
Yeah.
So they owned all their royalties. So they sued John Fogerty for ripping off his own song called "Run Through the Jungle," and they said, "Well, you pretty much stole the beat of the song."
It's going to be hard to prove.
And he was like, "I wrote it." You know what I mean? And he's like, "If I wanted to do that, I could just I wrote it. I could say I wrote it differently." And they took him to court and shit over this.
Who won?
Fogerty.
Fuck yeah.
Like to
What
hear
label
that.
is this?
Fantasy.
Fantasy?
Yeah, I don't think they're a big player anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that
Why
brings
the
up.
fuck would you even... I get the motivation to make money. Don't get me wrong.
That is fucking stupid.
I get it. But that might be a bridge too far.
Well, I mean,
That's all I'm saying. You're going to sue the guy? You're going to sue the guy that wrote all the songs that you own
Like, hey,
for writing another song?
I know the guy that wrote the song
how-
that you just did.
How similar is it?
still similar.
It's
But
pretty
he
similar.
wrote it. But he wrote it. It's not like you ever heard that song "Blurred Lines" by Robin Thicke.
No.
Blurred Line, you know, fucking.
I probably have.
It's a shitty pop song. Anyways, they obviously ripped that off, like sampled it from another song and didn't credit somebody. You cannot sit there and tell the same guy that he ripped his own shit off because he just sat there and be like, "Well, no, I didn't." You know what I mean? I don't feel like that.
Do you remember when Stairway was getting sued? There was some band that said they wrote Stairway before Stairway to Heaven was a song. You remember that shit?
Yeah, that's a whole other. Weird.
It was in a different key. It may have been the same progression, but it was in a different key. I think the problem is we've said it 100 times before on this podcast. There are 6, 7 letters: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
There's only 7. There's only so many ways.
Yeah.
If it was a carbon copy of the song, I could see grounds for a lawsuit. But if it wasn't, take the fucking hell, dude.
I feel like it starts to go over this weird like boundary of what it got me thinking of oddly was when artists die and the people that own their royalties go out and seek to piece together like post death albums. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they piece together all these half-finished songs and stuff like that. I feel like that's like kind of really disrespectful. Have you ever noticed that there's like Tupac was only active for like less than a decade, but he has like 15 albums? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, how the fuck do you know what I mean? Like, no
Yeah, I feel
way.
like they just go in his fucking closet and find all his fucking demo tapes and then just stick
Yeah.
them together and be like, look at this sick new Tupac song.
Yeah, and then
Like,
they
he's been dead for years.
Yeah, and then they throw random artists on them. So that's what it got me thinking of. And it's like, at what point, like, they'll cross the line, like, not even 20 years after you made that song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's hardcore.
Well, that's just kind of something to expect from humans, dude.
Yeah. But
It's disgusting, but
it does point, it does, like, kind of bring up a thing of, like, at what point does that, like, you signing that agreement also, like, agree to you?
Well, there's
like,
also the weird thing now where it's like, ChatGPT, rap me a song with Tupac's voice.
Yeah.
That could be problematic. I think there should be a law where it's like, as soon as this motherfucker dies, nothing else comes out.
No.
I give a fuck if he's got 9 albums on a back burner. You can put them out on YouTube for free. But
Yeah.
nothing comes out after that.
Because they passed a law where, like, serial killers can't make money off of, like, books and shit. Off of art they made while incarcerated. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I feel like that's right.
I feel like there should be some
I
kind
kind of agree with that.
Yeah, you can't be living rich in prison after you fucking skinned 9 fucking women alive, dude. You know what I mean?
It's like, all right, yeah, you can put it out. You can put it out to sell merch, but you're not going to charge people for this stuff because that person's dead and they don't have a say.
Yeah.
You have a right to the music, but
I feel like,
you
can't
can't
musicians write that in their will? Once I'm dead, nothing else happens.
I feel like they can. I feel like they don't think about it, though. I feel like a lot of them die at, like, weird times.
27.
Oddly enough, yeah.
Oddly enough, 27 years old.
But, yeah,
That's when they die.
I'm turning 27 this year.
that's hot.
You're going to die. That's hot.
I like how you're 18. I like how you're 18.
All right, Diddy. You got another topic?
What do you mean? He liked that I was 14.
Hold up. No crime. We don't do crime. Nobody
I'm
said
just
that.
joking.
No 14s in here.
No 14. Oh. My shit got fucked up.
You know who's the worst Elvis impersonators? Is Asians. Anyway, what else you got?
Can you do an impersonation of an Asian person doing an Elvis impersonation? Please.
Hit it, brain.
Hey, baby.
No.
Rocking a roll.
It's time for some education, boys.
All right. Give me
I say we close this episode out with
education.
some good nutrition facts.
With knowledge.
Brian, can you pull up the video named Placenta #1?
Placenta 1. Delicious. Nutritious.
Yeah, just roll the tape real quick.
If you're squeamish and or don't like blood, keep scrolling. In this video, I'm going to be cleaning and cooking my sister's placenta. Look at that umbilical cord and the sac that the baby was in. Oh my god. But yeah, so I'm just cleaning it until I get pretty much as much blood as I can get out of it. I cut the umbilical cord and then I'm gonna steam it on both sides for 15 minutes. After that,
Steamed meat is
cut it up into
delicious,
thin slices
okay?
so that it can cook nice and evenly
You're a
in the
nasty
oven. When it goes in the
fucking bitch.
oven, it's at the lowest setting and it is in there until you can easily snap it. So when you blend it up, it can turn into a powder. Like you can then encapsulate it or sprinkle it over your food.
Or you can do a
I
line
did
like a
this
man.
heart in her umbilical cord because she can frame it or dip it in chrome. And that's it. Bye.
She made a little heart out of the umbilical cord.
So listen,
This is
I know we've talked about some, bad people that like to eat people on this podcast. And I know, I keep bringing it up. But sometimes good people eat people too.
Right.
But it's not because it gives them boners, okay? It's because of the nutrition of the This is
Of the-
fucking gross.
Of the what, man?
Of the nutritional qualities of the bag of shit that comes out of the vagina after you have a baby that supports the life of your baby. And you can eat that because animals eat that all the time.
I mean, they do.
But also, like, my other dog likes to eat his own shit sometimes.
In my opinion, anything that comes off or out of the body while it's like in function probably isn't like something you want to eat.
But sometimes girls eat cum.
All right, outside of that, and you can eat spit
Nutrition. Okay.
and a little booty juice and a
We're
little
here
coochie
for
juice.
nutrition.
We're talking about
Talking about solids,
a
brother.
lot of iron.
Any solids.
Solids. Oh, that's where we draw the
Solids,
line.
okay.
Yeah.
Solids is the line, people. I said so.
So you don't think that,
Shit.
you know, like if you had a
What
we
the
talking
fuck?
cat?
if you no, I don't want anybody.
I didn't
to
know
eat
this was a
shit.
blues podcast.
All I'm saying. All I'm saying is there's some anecdotal evidence that it helps with postpartum depression and nutrient deficiencies after the birth.
There's real research on this. It's like
What-
a real thing.
I don't know what the real research is.
That is a real
I'm
piece
just
of research.
bullshitting.
Dude, when
You're
she,
so right.
I think it's a load of shit.
When she gives birth, bro, oh, fucking shove those doctors out of the way, scoop that fucking thing up. That jelly
I'm
sack.
gonna take a fucking bite out of it, dude.
Like if you've ever seen SpongeBob where they go in there with like the little bladder thing with the flashlight and they're like, ooh, you know.
You ever seen Eastbound and Down?
No, dude.
Have you? Oh man, there's this fucking scene where Will Ferrell is talking to Kenny Powers, the main character. He's like, and the plums will ripe for the picking. Ripe for the picking. I can just imagine you just scooping up that placenta in all its bloody glory.
Who in this room has watched someone give birth?
I have, and it's not beautiful. I don't care what anybody says.
Was
It's
it not the
fucking
most
gross.
beautiful thing ever?
They shit.
They
Okay.
shit.
They shit.
Yeah. Oh, you watched it come out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did you watch the placenta come out too?
No, but I heard it fall down.
Yep. Did it make you hungry? Little
I
tum-tums
think that's why
start
they
growling?
dry it up and turn it into a powder. But listen, guys,
Steam it.
we don't have to torture ourselves with the raw, visceral placenta. Please pull up video that's labeled placenta number 2.
Oh, we have a second observation. A second.
Yeah, just
A
roll
sequel.
roll the tape on that real
This
quick.
is how I made my husband
Oh, she's making a roast.
placenta tacos. I had to use scissors to separate this meat because
That's nasty.
A lot of juice came out because it is a bag.
It looks like cat food.
Just
All right,
she had to
hang
use the
on.
scissors
Let's
to cut
talk-
up the
Let's
placenta.
talk for 2 seconds.
Just
Dude, that's-
roll the tape.
Let's talk for 2 seconds about what just happened.
That's so bad. Yeah,
She's
dude.
boiling the placenta,
Yeah, it's in a crock
Pokes it
pot.
with a spoon.
It's in a fucking crock pot.
and it gooshes. That some bitch done just exploded.
There's a lot of juice in there. Yes.
She stuck
It
like a
was so-
spoon in it and it just geysered blood out of this like placenta roast in a crock pot. Like imagine a placenta pot roast.
Yeah.
No.
It
I just read the
honestly
video.
just looks
All right,
like
hang
ground
on.
beef
We're
at this
going.
point.
Well, now it's ground
I
beef.
seasoned it and I added Monterey Jack cheese and I mixed that together with my
Okay.
hands and put it on
So now
top of
she's
shells
making
and cooked
placenta- Pause
it real
in the
quick.
oven.
Ground beef placenta
course, I-
tacos. Imagine
By
that
the way,
with cheese. On some weird ass
if you ever
shells.
mix something with your hands, don't say you mix it with your hands. You know what I mean?
dude,
Except for meatloaf.
you know what I've been
Don't say that.
you know what
Say
I was
I
thinking,
put gloves
man?
on. Don't say I mixed it with my hands.
Dude, those fucking I feel like a Mexican person would beat you up if you use those kind of taco shells.
True. Roll
This
the
is
tape.
stupid ass looking. That
Roll
looks
the
like
tape.
a fucking.
I
Why
served
are
it
you
with
using that?
rice and I
Now
added
she's
hot
putting
sauce
ketchup
and
on
then of course they
placenta
had
cheese tacos.
This is how I made my
on a
husband
I don't
weird,
wanna see it.
on a weird
placenta.
show.
Stop.
Do you imagine? And I was
Listen,
about to say
guys, we
something.
don't have to eat the raw placenta. We can turn this biomass into something delicious.
Del
okay?
Taco.
Tacos with a little bit of hot sauce, hand mixed with Monterey Jack cheese.
That was ketchup.
She said it was hot sauce. It was probably ketchup.
It looked like ketchup. I don't believe her.
It was probably too spicy, so they used ketchup.
Yeah, people are ashamed.
So, what do you guys think about a little afterbirth fiesta? Would you be mad if your counterpart said, I just had a baby,
I go get milk, dog.
and here comes some tacos? Keep in mind, we did talk about cinnamon rolls at one point a long time ago.
I would have went and got milk then. I would have went and got milk now.
Dude, I feel like if I come home at like
2 different reasons.
a bad time and I come home and she's talking about cooking placenta. Dude, I feel like I would lose my fucking shit. I'd be like,
What if she didn't tell you? What if she just made it into a meatloaf and you're like, you like it? And we're like, yeah, it's kind of
kind of
irony.
weird. Yeah, it's kind
a lot
of
of-
livery. Yeah.
Iron liver. What is this? She was like, it's me, babe. It's a part of me. It's us. We made this together.
I don't know. Now that you mention, I don't know if I could like crush her spirit. I'd be like, all right. I'd eat it probably. If I'm being honest.
No!
With the way you just
We
said it,
lost
I'd be like, yeah,
We'll get them next time.
We're like, what's this meatloaf made out of?
hey man, whatever.
Love. Literally. We made love and we made a meatloaf and we made a baby at the same time.
I'd be like, hey, whatever keeps you from dunking the kids under in the bathtub. Straight up. I'll eat it. Fuck it.
She says that exact line. She says, we've made love, we've made a baby, and we made a meatloaf. I'd tell her it's fucking been in the oven for 9 months too fucking long and I'm not eating it.
I'm like, guess what we made as well? We made me a murderer and a felon for life.
I need the placenta loaf.
You would eat it?
I can't even cap. If she said that to me, I'd be looking at her and be like, you're fine. She's crazy.
Listen, I don't do crime, but I feel like that would be the time I did crime.
I'd be like, dude, if I don't eat,
If I unknowingly get fed placenta meatloaf or tacos or whatever,
she can only do it once though. So.
I feel like the first 3 things I would do was roll up a crime, smoke a crime, snort a big fat line of crime, drink a bottle of crime,
I like that.
and then
I like the
do
crime
crime
censorship.
to my partner.
No, I don't think I'd crime.
I'd crime all over the place, dude.
Really?
Oh, dude,
What if it
I'd
didn't
crime
taste-
all over her face, dude.
What if it didn't taste bad? You're just like, yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
Crime.
I just feel like, man, like, you know, clearly you're past the point of return here. I'm gonna eat this, and hopefully things will smooth out, and you'll get over whatever this is.
Dude, I'd probably fill a
your
fucking...
wife probably beats you, Nate.
I'd probably... Dude, I'd fill a gel blast with acid and shoot it in her face, dude.
Damn.
Not like the acid that burns your skin, the acid that kind of brings you back to real life. Because
Let me-
this shit is disgusting. What?
Let me tell you a thing. I don't like getting fed things under the assumption that it's a thing.
Even
and then
human
it
body
turns
parts?
out not being that thing. I don't like that.
It is
okay?
meat, and it is a loaf. It could be a meatloaf.
Now listen, it is a meatloaf.
I thought I was ballsy when I
It's a
ate
human
fucking
meatloaf.
beef tongue tacos off the taco
I know.
truck.
I thought it was so hardcore.
This shit right here, this is a different level.
Nah.
This is a new level.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're picky.
Listen, man.
The word
it'd be-
placenta makes me
It
mad.
makes me upset. If you tell, all right, if you spend the time, you make the whole fucking thing, right? If you give me a heads up, you're like, hey,
I cooked a piece of my own body.
I made this, right? You put it in front of me.
We made it. No brain. We made it.
We made it.
We both made it 9 months ago. We made it in the oven, and we made it in missionary. Or perhaps doggy.
I'm
Are you a
grabbing my
doggy
truck
guy?
keys, walking out, and going to get dinner somewhere else. I'll come back, though. If you feed it to me and tell me that it was beef, and then after I take a bite, you're like, actually, That was the placenta. I'm never coming back.
Dog.
I'm still going to Taco Bell.
I'd come back with a Tesla truck full of gasoline and fireworks like Trump Tower, baby.
What? And do fucking nothing but blow your truck up?
Yeah, you're right. I'd come back like New Orleans and run everybody over.
And now we're on a watch list.
Either way, either way, I'm immediately leaving and going.
Yeah, but how?
Taco Bell.
Listen,
Okay.
what would the WWBD? What would Belfagor do?
Belfagor.
They would eat the placenta raw.
Okay. Well, you gotta think about it this way.
What would Mayhem do? They'd probably take a picture of it and make it an album cover.
There are far worse things to eat.
Than human?
Yeah.
Dude,
Like what?
I was listening.
Carrots?
I like carrots.
Fucking
Fuck
broccoli.
Carrots. Fuck carrots.
I don't like broccoli.
Would you rather eat placenta tacos or broccoli?
I was listening
Placenta
to
taco. Wait, what vegetable do you guys hate? Real quick. What's your least favorite vegetable?
Yeah, I love veggies. I like food. I don't give
You
a
like
fuck.
cauliflower and shit?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
eat Brussels sprouts?
Dude, I like those
You're
fucking
a-
fried cauliflower wings, dude. Yeah, I like Brussels sprouts if they're
I don't
sauteed,
like-
dude.
Dude, I bet you rip ass.
Dude, I'll shit my pants over some Brussels sprouts, dude.
I do
What's
like
your
Brussels
least
sprouts.
favorite vegetable, man? You look like you don't like vegetables.
I literally eat everything, but
Except placenta.
I hate tomatoes.
Really? You're a tomato
But
hater?
he watched me fucking
Yeah,
eat a raw
I watched
tomato.
him eat a tomato
Wait.
from the tomato studio.
Wait, so are you...
I said you have to eat this to prove your loyalty to the project.
You didn't even say that. You were like, here, this is a tomato out of the studio. And I was like, cool. And I went to eat it, and I was like, by the way, I hate tomatoes. And then I took a big fucking bite out of it.
That's what I wish I said.
Just for the
okay?
record, I ate the most pepper. So
It was,
everyone
so it was
knows.
hot.
That was hot.
It was pretty hot.
This is pretty spicy bell
Okay.
pepper.
Wait, so would you rather eat like cauliflower or tomato?
What, cauliflower? I like cauliflower.
You like Brussels sprouts?
Yes.
You guys are nasty.
What's wrong, dude?
I like you guys.
Did
fart.
you? All right.
You look
Did
like
you
a
boil
non-artichoke
Brussels sprouts?
looking eater.
What?
Did you when you ate a Brussels sprout? Did you boil it?
No, it was cooked with like butter and shit in a pan, in a pot.
In a pot?
Yeah, it's salt and pepper on it.
Wait.
Boy. Tell you what, man.
No, I don't want no fucking butter. Don't.
Listen,
No.
when my girlfriend gets pregnant, I'll cook you up a delicious, delectable meal of
Brussels sprouts and
Brussels sprouts and placenta made with love
Dude.
and fornication.
God.
from our love to your mouth.
From my cock. Dude. Ladies and gentlemen, that's episode 46 of Guitar Practice. Nate, tell us where they can find us immediately.
Dude, we're on fucking YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X, Blue Sky. Shit. Every single streaming service, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 46 out. Enjoy our fuckery of napalm in the morning.
Eat your placenta.